Leicester machine is on the march again.
Leicester Fan TV presents a variety of content, like fan discussions, match analysis, and engaging with Leicester fans worldwide. We want your views live. Thanks to our sponsors, Everard's, Follow Blinds, Pocker Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Newbie & Co, and the Foxes Arms and Rainbows. We are live in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello and welcome back to Leicester Fan TV. It's me again, unlucky for you guys. Well, this is an impromptu show, if I'm honest with you. I wasn't going to go live, but I thought I may as well get some fans' views because it's important to hear everyone's views on the game. But Leicester City have won. They've won 2-1 against Birmingham. And that does mean that Leicester City go top of the championship table after a defeat for Ipswich earlier today and a defeat to Leeds also against Coventry of all teams. So yeah, get your comments in, get your views in, get your likes in. Let us know what you thought to the game. We'll be getting some people on. I'm going to put the link in the chat for anybody to come and have a chat. A quick 25-minute chat with everyone. So yeah, let me know what you thought to the game. So, as I said, Leicester City have won 2-1. We are top of the league now. I'm going to start getting some comments up on screen. But before I do that, here is the link. Click this link, sign in, come and have your say on the show. I know Nick's waiting, so we'll get him on in a second. Kalemo says, what a result. We could still equal the points record. Yeah, I did. You best believe I did have a look just to see what our maximum points are. We can't break the record, but we can get 106. Yeah, you don't. Kalemo, come on, man. You don't need to tell me this. I know. I know what the points record is. Mark Gatwood said the referee never helped it. No, we will talk about the ref because I thought the ref was shocking today. I thought we were quite hard done to by the referee on a couple of occasions. Great result, much better second half. Shuts the Joe Blow Cup Leeds fan. Leeds falling apart again. Yeah, Leeds are falling apart again. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, though, guys, because when they came for us, right? When we bottled 17 points, I said to some of them, just wait. Like, I did think Leeds would win the league, by the way. But I just said, just don't get ahead of yourself yet until game week 46, because until game week 46 is out of the way, then you could come to bite you on the arse. And funny enough, I've already seen some tweets have been deleted, not by Joe, but by other Leeds fans, which are very interesting. Hey, watching from Cyprus, needed that 3 points. Yeah, we did. Matty Bonds here. Hello, Matty, mate. Hope your running's going well. I did see you've been running. Was it a marathon or half marathon? Can't remember. How's it going? But yeah, King Power rocking again. Well, we're going to get Nick on in a minute to talk about the performance, the atmosphere, because the first thing he messaged me was it was rock or something like that. The atmosphere was brilliant. Craig said Hillock's good performance today. Yeah, it was, Craig. Better second half. Somebody said there was never about here's Reedy. It was never about the performance today. It's solely about the results from here on in. Give the players credit for going to the end. Nick, I know you are waiting, mate. So I'm gonna get Reedy's thoughts first, and I'll come to you, Nick, because I know you're on the boss, mate. Reedy, talk to me, mate. What did you think?
Well, I had different opinions to people in the car, but I thought we were lucky to win it, in my opinion. But I think that it's big 3 points, of course. And I'm glad that the other teams lost. That was the main thing.
Yeah, I mean, we've had it earlier this season where like Leeds or Ipswich have dropped points and then we've not capitalised on it. It did look it was going to go that way at some point. But to be fair to Enzo, because one thing we have all criticised Enzo of is substitutions. I thought the players he brought on today did make an impact. I was slating him at half-time when I saw JJ coming on. I thought JJ did well when he came on. I thought he caused a couple of problems. He dealt with, I can't remember their winger, but he dealt with him well. And then at gun, mate, you know, he gets the cross, he gets the assist, great cross. So were you impressed with Enzo's subs today? I think we've lost Reedy. Oh, you're here. Yeah, you're here, mate.
Yeah, I'm here.
Were you impressed? Sorry, I think you missed what I was saying. Were you impressed with Enzo's substitutions? Did you think that he made the right changes today?
I think he did alright. I think it was a bit late. I don't think the 80th minute was the right time to bring him on. I thought indeed he had to be coming off because I don't think he did too great today, in my opinion. He made all the runs that Factory gave him, but he just kind of left him a lot of the time. But yeah, Eunice came on, did well. Obviously, Pratt I thought did well as well. We had the chances to win today, and obviously we did do it in the end, but it wasn't from all the other chances we had. It was from a cross, I'd say, from Eunice, who probably did what the only thing we should have done all game was to get the ball into the box because majority of the time it wasn't great. So again, for me, it's all about 3 points. And obviously we heard the interviews from Enzo, and he said that Doyle coming off was a tactical change instead of being an injury. So
I thought he did well, mate. JJ, I did. I thought he did well. I also listened. I listened to Enzo's interview, the one you're talking about on Radio Leicester. He said that, you know, Doyle's good on the ball. He's good off the ball as well, but you know, the pace of JJ, obviously he's a lot quicker, right? And that helps with dealing with their winger. Reedy, man of the match for you, mate. Who is it? Who are you giving it to?
I don't think I could give it anyone, to be honest. I don't think Mavididi actually played well. Phil, would you say
You're negative, Reedy.
Phil, would you say there's anyone? Phil, would you say? No, I'm not saying about not giving it to anyone. I'm just saying I don't think there was anyone outstanding today.
I thought Fatima first half.
Yeah, Phil said Fatima first half was good. I thought he was decent as well. Again, there was just no one that I thought was outstanding. Like Doyle against Norwich was for me easily man of the match. He did everything right, but again, there was no outstanding players. I thought Mavdi was quite poor most of the majority of the game, other than scoring the winner. So yeah, Vestergaard was decent. Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't pick one myself, if I'm totally honest.
All right, mate. Finally, quickly, just tell me, what are you thinking about now to the end of the season? Where's your head at in terms of, you know, we are just to give. I mean, I'm sure you've seen the table, but just to give you context, we are 88 points, so we're 1 point ahead of Ipswich and 2 points ahead of Leeds, and we've got a game in hand over both of them. Where's your head at? What are you thinking?
Again, it's another late goal today, which I'm glad we scored, but it wasn't the best performance. But like I say, now we've got to go to the next two games, both still in the same week against Plymouth and Millwall. And realistically, they're both we said 19th and 20th place. So you've got to be beating both of them. And if you can beat both of them, I think me and Phil agreed that if we can get to the Southampton game and we have some point advantage, it wouldn't be the biggest end of the world if we came to that game and we didn't get the points we wanted to out of them. But again, we just got to make sure we do what we can. And we could go on a winning streak, 6 games left now. But it all depends on how we do. But the next 2 games are a vital must-wins because you can't be losing or drawing to the 19th or 20th place, really. So for me, it's amazing that we're top, but again, I think we're kind of lucky that both other teams that did lose today. So
awesome, mate. Cheers, Reedy. Thanks for jumping on, mate. Much appreciated. I'm going to get Nick on now anyway, and you're lagging a little bit, so I'll catch you. Cheers. All right, let's get Nick in. Keep getting your comments in, guys. Keep getting them in. Let us know what you think to the game. Who was your man of the match? Are we going to finish top 2? Can you believe Coventry helped us? Can you believe that? I mean, they're going for playoffs. So yeah, I said to Joe, who's a Leeds fan, my mate, the Leeds fan. I said, I'll say it how I said it. I won't do the PG version of what I said. I will say how I said it. I said that Coventry will probably open their legs for you, mate. That's what I said. But they are fighting for promotion themselves, so that's probably why they did turn up. But let's get Nick in. Hello, mate. How you doing?
Hello, mate. You all right?
Yes, good, mate. I bet you're a little bit like emotionally drained, a little bit in a way. Kind of. It was a very good atmosphere, I've heard.
Dude, my voice is knackered, so yeah, you could say that. But what you could throw into your Leeds supporting friends is, are they now the new bottle jobs?
Well, like I said, mate, I think they need to be careful. And I said this to them at the time, just be careful. Just like, don't come at me for saying we're going to win the league and all this 6 months ago, when you're now doing the same thing with, 10 games left or 8 games left, whatever at the time. So, yeah, they needed to be a little bit careful with that. Talk to me, mate. Now, I know that there were tweets from all types of different content creators leading up to this game in terms of trying to build a better performance, build a better atmosphere. I know that Leicester Fan TV did some tweets, Fox's Trust, and also Union FS as well. Yeah, just give me a little. What was the atmosphere like?
Well, to be fair, I mean, I thought all sides of the King Power did really well today. I mean, I was in the West Stand today because I managed to get a ticket very last minute. But yeah, West Ham were doing really well. Obviously, the Union FS guys, they were fantastic, as well as the Cop. L1 was doing brilliant, and all the East Stands, and even the family enclosure side, absolutely brilliant. It seemed like everybody was getting behind the team, and it was brilliant. It was really, really good. It was the only way I could describe it was like, do you know the Premier League title season when the King Power used to rock? It's as close to that as I could say that we've had for a long time. It was a pleasure to be there today.
But there was still periods of the game with the groans and the
yeah, but 9 times out of 10 that was because the ball was going backwards rather than going forwards. And to be fair, Blotch, you could understand that, and I could understand that. We were chasing the game; it was 1-1, and let's be fair, their goal caused by ourselves. I know they scored it, but let's be fair, we scored it for them because we were peeing about at the back.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm a bit confused by Reedy's comment about lucky to win. I don't think we were lucky at all. I think we
were the better team.
We were the better team. We were the better 100%. Team. But both halves, mate, I think. And I think we should have had one penalty for sure. The James Justin one, where he was basically dragged down. Vardy as well, when it wasn't a penalty, it was just outside the box when he was running ball over the top. And there was a whole arm around him, around his chest. That pulled him down.
I felt sorry for Doyle myself. I thought first half he was arguably one of the better players on the pitch in the first half. I thought he was really, really good, and then to have him hoyed off at half time, I thought was a bit harsh, to be fair.
Yeah, and
don't get me wrong, JJ did great, but
well, Nick, it's one of them things where if we went and lost the game, then Enzo would be slated for that change. Whereas because we've won, people will forget it. I did think James Justin did well when he came on. I think both were. I think Doyle was good in the first half. I think JJ was good in the second half. It's as simple as that. Enzo's reasoning was it was tactical, and it was because James Justin's better physically in terms of pace, right? So that's why. Nick, man of the match for you, mate. Who?
Me, man of the match, would probably have to go to Ndidi.
Nick, I've just dropped you out just for a sec, mate, because you're freezing. When I see your video is up and running again, I'll add you back in. But you are lagging a sec, so I'll get you back in a sec, mate. Once I see your video going well. Top 2 finish. My man of the match is the crowd. We need to build on this now. LCFC Gray says, screw it, let's win the league. Bubba Telerico said, we need to focus on every game. Reedy was lucky to be understood with that list. Yeah, I don't know why. Reedy doesn't normally have a list, but I don't know why it sounded like he had one. I think it was just the audio. Here's an interesting one. Nick's feed is right up and running again. There we go. Who did you say for your man of the match, mate? Ndidi.
Ndidi. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm on the bus. I'm having to use public transport, so it keeps rocking in and out.
It's all good, mate. Here's a comment I want to just quickly get your thoughts on, Nick. So obviously, I know we said we're coming into a poor run of form at the wrong time. That's what we said a few weeks ago. But now, Matty Bond said we are now the team with momentum at the right time, and we do have the momentum because we've won 2 now on the bounce, and of course, Ipswich have just lost and Leeds have just lost. So do you think we are now the favourites again for the title? Because in my head, Leeds were the favourites last week. But are we the favourites now?
We should be, but let's be fair, Tuesday at Millwall's not going to be an easy game.
No.
The Den's a tricky place to go and get a result even on a Saturday at 3 o'clock, let alone a Tuesday night game. So we'll see. But like I say, it should spur them on. But like you said, Locks, how many times have we said that?
Yep. Yeah.
One thing's for sure though, Vardy starts on Tuesday. Daka did absolutely sod all game.
It was the assist, wasn't it? He got the assist, but it was just a simple pass.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
But is he saving him? Is he saving Vards for Millwall? You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why. It's the only other way. But if it was a case of starting somebody else than Vardy, I'd rather have Nacho.
Was Cannon on the bench?
No. Even one thing that did surprise me is Albrighton wasn't on the bench, and I thought that sort of game today was crying out for an Albrighton.
Yeah, mate. I think Patson Daka. The thing with Patson Daka, mate, is he'll every now and then he'll do something very simple, well, and then everyone will be like, "See, he doesn't deserve the hate," and then he'll go and miss a 2-yard open goal. You know what I mean?
Well, to put it into reality, mate, it's like the first half we were on a counter attack and stuff, and it wasn't Daka that was leading the counter attack; it was bloody Ndidi, for God's sake. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, how can Ndidi, who's more of a defensive side player, be leading the counter attack, and Daka's behind him? I just don't get it. I don't get what he offers as a team. I don't get it.
Personally, I would rather Nacho than Daka, but there we go. All right, mate. Finally, Nick, I know we've touched on it a little bit, but where are we going to finish this season?
Top 2.
Where?
Head says second, heart says first.
And who do you think is going to be in the top 2 with? Is Ipswich or Leeds?
Leeds.
You think?
I think this Old Farm derby, whatever they're calling it this week, I think it might be the thing that sort of derails Ipswich a little bit. If anything, it just goes to show how good our win against Norwich was on Monday, to be fair, because we were all saying before that game that they were the team in form, they were the ones to worry about, this, that and the other, and fair play to them, did really well against Ipswich today. So it could derail them, mate. You don't know, but I don't know.
Yeah, mate.
And I'm sure, don't quote me, but I'm sure there is a stat out there that they were saying that if they do get playoffs, they'll meet each other in the playoffs, in the semis. So,
well, how nice would it be, mate, is if it's all wrapped us up for us by the last game of the season, and we can watch that Leeds Southampton game because they play each other on the final day.
Yeah.
If we can watch that, knowing, you know what I mean, that would be, because that's going to be a massive game, but I don't want, it's going to be nerve-wracking if we need a Southampton win, you know what I mean, something like that. So hopefully we're done.
This is what's going to test Enzo's mantle and the players' mantle. But you've got players in that team, full stop, the likes of Vardy, Albrighton, Coder, that have got so much experience that they can sort of lean on towards the younger side of the squad and help them out with that sort of mentality. So we'll be all right.
And remember, we've got 3 games we've got 2 more games in the space of a week, so
we've got Millwall on Tuesday, and then we'll see. But as I say, if we keep on playing the way we did today, because for me, it came across as a real team performance. I don't know how it came across for you watching it at home, but it was a real team performance for me. If we can keep on going with 6 more, 7 more team performances, it will take us over the line.
Let's end on this comment, mate. Ivan says we can win the league and come back for Champions League. Maybe. All right, Nick. Cheers for jumping on, mate. Much appreciated. Yeah. I'm sure we'll see you tomorrow, mate. Tomorrow morning on Jamie's show. Yeah.
We'll see how it goes, mate. Monday, you guys.
Catch you in a bit. So that's gonna be the end of the show, lads. Just like I said, lads. I said lads. That's really rude of me. Sorry, guys and girls, ladies and gents. Much appreciated for watching, getting your comments in, getting your likes in. There's a couple Leeds fans as well, so have that. It's not over yet, though. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and there's going to be some more twists. I can see Leeds, Ipswich, and Leicester all switching places between now and the end of the season at some point. Who will come out on top? Who knows? 6 games for Leicester, 5 games for Leeds and Ipswich left. The last game of the season, we have Blackburn and Leeds have Southampton. So that's going to be interesting. But we'll all have our eyes peeled on everything. We'll be watching what's going on. We're going to be here on Leicester Fan TV throughout it all as well. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m, Jamie from the Fox's Arms will have his famous aftermath show. So he'll be breaking down the Birmingham game in a bit more detail with other fans as well. So much appreciated as always. Thanks all. Come on, you Foxes. Top of the league.
Thanks for watching Leicester Fan TV. Thanks to our sponsors, Everod's, Barlow Blinds, Booker Pies, Pink Car Leasing, Distillers Direct, Hologram, Take Me, Nubian Cow, The Fox's Arms and Rainbows. Run by the fans, for the fans. Follow us on socials at Leicester Fan TV and visit LeicesterFanTV.com for all the latest news,